Hi, I'm Beth. I'm the founder of Let's Talk About Loss.
I didn't.
I was just hoping it was going to be seamless and natural. Hi, I'm Beth. I'm the founder of Let's Talk About Loss.
And hi, I'm Garreth.
So,
Comedy gold there.
Introduce yourself to the viewers by telling us two truths and a lie about yourself.
I used to play bass in a sort of 80s metal cover band called Mullet Proof Vest. I was the captain of my school's sports team when I was in year 10 for our kind of sports day, and I once made an appearance on the kind of Welsh language version of Question Time, where I kind of went on a bit of a rant about an issue I didn't really know anything about, and that rant got inspired a Facebook group, in fact.
Let's talk more about Mullet Proof Vest.
Yeah, let's talk more about that.
I think you were definitely in a band called Mullet Proof Vest. I can really see that. Were you the captain of your sports day team? Maybe. Did you go on the Welsh language version of Question Time and inspire a Facebook group with your rant? Definitely. You definitely did that.
So, Beth, what I'm hearing is you're saying yes to all three of these.
No, I don't think you were the captain of your sports team.
I don't know what you're implying. I was in a band called Mullet Proof Vest, but I was the singer, not the bassist.
Oh, cruel! Maybe at the end of this video there'll be a short clip of Gareth singing in the well-known band Mullet Proof Vest.
Forget about your Sunday best. Put on your Mullet Proof Vest. It was 10 years ago, but...
Let's talk about what we're here to talk about, which is obviously, you've been bereaved, so tell me a bit more about that.
Yeah, so I was bereaved April 2013, so I guess we're coming up to 5 years now, which is a really strange thought because it doesn't feel that long ago. In fact, I'm having a moment now of just realising, oh my goodness, it's nearly 5 years after my mum got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and after kind of a really short, 2-month period, she died.
Why do you think bereavement is such a kind of taboo topic in society?
I feel a lot of the time, you ask the question, how are you doing, and kind of 9 times out of 10 people's response is, I'm alright, thanks, and in some ways the way you judge how someone is doing is you kind of have to just discern the tone of the way they say, I'm alright, thank you. I think when it comes to kind of talking about bereavement or just talking about death more generally, we're automatically exposing wounds which don't necessarily fit into the kind of natural parameters of kind of, stiffer pillored kind of conversation. Bereavement then forces us to think about death generally, which is in and of itself a scary topic. So I guess it's probably a combination of those two things really, a kind of very personal vulnerability and a scary big idea, and mix those two things together, and that's not an easy conversation to have. Today
is Time to Talk Day, when lots of people, hopefully across the globe, will be talking more about their mental health and maybe opening up about it for the first time. So why do you think it's important for us to talk about our grief, even though it might not be an easy conversation to have?
Actually, vulnerability is a good thing, and it's a healthy thing. Kind of a tendency to bottle things up, not to talk about them. I don't generally think that's healthy. I mean, just kind of go back to my own experience of bereavement. I remember when I'd lost my mum, I had plenty of people to talk to about it. I was in a very sort of supportive environment, but sometimes you don't have the vocabulary to talk about that kind of stuff. And the proverbial hits the fan, what do you actually do? What do you actually say? Well, you get told, well, you need to process that, and then you kind of find yourself going, okay, great, thank you, but what does that actually look like? I remember when I was bereaved, I was having quite a few, I was just having dreams constantly. I was having conversations with my mum. Regretful that I didn't have some more conversations towards the end, and I was desperate to just chat to her now. But I wasn't able to kind of verbally process that with anybody, and so it kind of just manifested itself in kind of when I was asleep, and I don't think that's the healthiest time to be processing anything.
Finally, what is your advice for anyone who might be watching this video who hasn't lost someone but who knows someone who has and just has no idea what to say to them? I mean, what do you say to someone when they've lost someone significant in their life? Where do you start?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And it's interesting because I don't feel like actually having lost someone, I suddenly feel incredibly well equipped. Probably I'd advise saying relatively little. I don't think I've ever seen it helpful when people kind of dance around it. Just being with somebody and kind of enabling them to kind of say what they want to say. Maybe I have a kind of suggested posture, one of kind of actually here to help you tell your story.
Yeah, and I think that's really important because everyone that I've spoken to, everyone's loss is so different. Both of us have lost our mum, but that doesn't mean that we have exactly the same experiences or need to process things in the same way. And I would say that one of the best things you can do is just be there for the person. So I think it's probably worth being really sensitive to that fact that everyone experiences it really differently, and simply by being there, you're being really helpful.